What's up, guys? Welcome to Caps and Conversations. This is season 2, episode 5, guys. So I am Carson Steffens, and guys, it is a little too chilly here for this Florida boy, and we're super excited, guys. And so today's episode is me focusing on you guys. We want to talk with you. We want to engage, interact with you, and the cool thing about our studio here at Caps and Conversations is that we put all your comments and your questions on the big screen so everyone can see them, so your voice is heard. So I call myself the mystery man because I like to keep everything a mystery about myself. You come and I will tell you everything. So I'm an open book, but right now I am going to be closed until you guys ask some questions. So that's me, guys.
That's a great intro right there. What's going on, everybody? Welcome on in. We're very, very, very happy to have you here, especially so late in our history of being podcasters now. So, season 2, episode 5. We decided to change it up a little bit this Wednesday cast because we really want to be able to see how it is that you the audience members interact with us. We're not just on here to promote and just spew out stuff and talk, just going off the hinge. We really want to know what it is that's, burning in the back of your mind. Like, even if you're somebody who's starting off or thinking about starting off into the entrepreneurial field, we want to see, what questions, what, I don't know, hurdles or barriers that you are facing right now, and help you along the way. I know that when things got a little bit sticky for me, it was separating myself from, being a family man, being an employee of a company, um, having, time for family and hanging out with friends, and it just, the whole juggle was real. So now that we're way beyond knee deep here with the podcast and with the business, and I just find myself to be more free, in the sense that, like, I actually have pockets of time that I literally have nothing to do. I fill it with things to do, but I have nothing to do. Like, I could easily catch up on reading up a book, or whatever the case may be, or go ride bike or whatever. But yeah, we really want to hear from you, and see, what hurdles you're facing, what barriers you're facing, what walls you're trying to overcome, just so that, we can help you along the way.
Yeah, and I mean, guys, like it doesn't have to be about business. I know our motto or our slogan, our mission is like casual conversations on ambition, life, and business. But I mean, it doesn't have to be business. It can be like everyday life. Actually, Bob, I want to interject one moment. So I started sending out these daily devotions I created myself, and it has helped a lot of people. Some people are like, "Why are you sending me this, Carson? Doesn't this does that just did I do something wrong?" I'm like, "No, no, 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 no." So I learned to preface if it's a person I haven't talked to in a minute and be like, "Hey, I thought of you when I was thinking about this, when creating this." And like, okay, sounds good. So, but guys, also, so we're gonna be when we do our newsletters that you guys can subscribe to. We're more than happy to subscribe to you. There'll be a motivational quote in there, and we're gonna do it. We are in the process of doing it right now. We're gonna do it on a month to month basis unless otherwise requested. So really, we're this podcast for you guys is to inspire, to motivate you, whether you want to pursue business or whether you just need someone to talk to. We're here to vent. For you, listen to you vent. We want this to be a comfortable and safe place, and we're normal human beings. We're me and Bob are two average guys in Lamont. Whenever he comes in here, we're three average guys that just want to help people. We want to give them hope, give them aspiration, and just allow them to be better individuals for themselves and chase their goals, not give up on them, and make those goals a reality. That's the biggest thing that we want to encourage people, because this world is just so dark, and people need that sense of like uplifting, but not like in your face, but more just like comforting and everything like that. And I think we provide that here at Caps and Combos. And I say that humbly, obviously. Bob, if you want to.
Yeah, no, I'm really glad that you brought up the whole messaging thing that you've been doing lately, because a mutual friend of ours, she was like, "Is everything okay with Carson?" Because it just came out of like nowhere, and I was like, "Yeah, as far as I know, he's fine. He's everything's okay." But she got worried because she wanted to know, what was going on, and like she, bless her heart, she thought the worst. Like you shared things with us that's very intimate, and it's deep, it's
Yeah.
personal, and she thought that you went back to that place,
Oh,
that you managed to get yourself out of. But she was worried, man, and I'm like, no, no. As far as I know, he's doing good. He's just trying different things to see what could move the needle a bit here and there.
yeah.
But yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It
there's a
was
dude, like, so I'm just like the past 5 days, and people are like, Carson, you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. What's wrong? That was a weird message you sent me, but thanks. So I'm just, I got to be mindful of who I send it to and how, and preface it sometimes, but it's all in good fun. If it inspires somebody, some people are like, dude, how do you like your words so beautiful, and I'm just, it's nothing that I'm doing. I'm just really just creating it and just putting it out there. And people respond to it, great. If they don't, it's all good too. I'm not. It's not like a subscription where you have to subscribe to it. It's just I send out people that I care about. And guys, if you're watching this now or catch this on the replay, if you want that, let me know. Reach out to me. I'm more happy to send it to you. Like I said, they're not like copy and paste. They're actually my own creations. So if you want that, I think Bob's getting jealous. So I'll send him one tomorrow morning too.
hey, I'm a jellyless donut, okay?
I love it. I love it.
No, but it's really cool, man, that you're doing that because, you know, I know that there's a lot of people out there, and if anybody says otherwise, you're lying. You're lying to yourself. You're lying to everybody here. There's people out there that sometimes need that. They count on that. I know that I've woken up and, just rolling out of my bed, I started the day off bad because I don't know, my kids were screaming throughout the entire night, or I got kicked in the back by my wife, or whatever. It's just something, I had indigestion, whatever. And I wake up on the wrong side of the bed. And then, by the time I get to my phone and I see, some inspiring motivational words or affirmations or something that subconsciously it does something, just by taking in those words visually, it hits a button to where, like, you know what, you're right. You kind of succumb to it, and you're like, okay, it's time for me to stop being a prick, get out of my bad mood and just start doing stuff that I'm supposed to be doing.
Well, yeah,
It's the way
and
you got to do it. Yeah.
yeah, but okay, so why do you think, like, I feel like everybody, including myself, and you just admitted it yourself, why do you think we go to our phone first and foremost? Like when we wake up, what's that the first thing we go to? Is just because like the need, the attachment to it? Like, what's your take on that?
Well, before we get to that, I want to, because I just saw this message here from Brock Dottie, who says, "What are some ways you wake up in the morning and choose to win on days you don't feel like being best productive?"
Ooh, that's a
And
good one, Brock.
yeah, I'll let you handle that one, Carson.
Yeah, so let me read again. In some ways, you wake up in the morning and choose to win on days you don't feel like being productive. So, for those of you that don't really know my story, it I suffered through depression for 8 or 9 years. Alcohol, addicted to alcohol, and just chose the wrong thing to do. I wake up, drink, go to sleep, drink. I was addicted to pills, and so there are a lot of days where I just was going through the motions and really felt that something that I couldn't keep doing to myself. And I knew even through all of that depression and bad thoughts, I wanted a family. And that's what keeps me motivated every single day. I work with kids as a speech therapist, and one of these days I know that God will bless me with a family. And so just having that as a motivator, that really shapes me. Even though I have bad days, we all have bad days when we wake up. But for me, it's knowing that I have someone that is counting on me each and every second. So if I'm wasting a second, I'm making it harder on them in the future. And so my future family is my motivator, because everything I do is in regards to production. Yeah, I have some off days. So I just want to relax and take it easy. That's fine. We're supposed to do that. We're human, but they are the driving force in my day-to-day routine. Like when I'm having a bad day, I think about them, and boom, instantly good. So, and even when days are going good, I still think about them as their reminder. And people are like, Carson, why are you always smiling? Why are you always positive? Because I'm like, I get people counting on me and making sure that I'm doing my things, because it just takes one happy thought and it can change your life, your week, your month, your day, whatever it is. So keep that one happy thought and you will be golden.
That's awesome. That's an awesome response. I love the fact that, even though they may not be people here yet in real life, but you hold value to them. You hold them like they are here because that's your goal, that's your dream. Like you're manifesting it, and that's fantastic. Like I remember seeing not too long ago a like a little clip or a snippet of Jim Carrey when he first started out, being a comedian and ultra mega movie star and whatever. He wrote himself a check for $1 million. Talk about manifestation. And the day came where he was actually able to go and cash that check. That is phenomenal. So I have to, like, say that I can see the correlation where, you're doing your thing, Carson, and how Jim Carrey did his thing. Because again, that's what manifestation is, right? Like you're projecting things out into your well-being, your future, downright to the bedrock of your happiness, and making it happen. So I tip my hat to that one for sure. That's really really cool. Talisa, I see you in there. Tracy, what's going on? Please feel free to drop anything you want into the chat, and we'll put it up there for you guys. In the meantime, though, I'm here looking at my kids, and I'm thinking that even though my young one, she's only 4 months old, just a couple days ago, and dude, sleep is a necessity. Sleep is a necessity, and she wakes up in the middle of the night like so many times, and it's crazy because like my wife is doing the whole breastfeeding thing, right? So it's like no food at all whatsoever. It's just, and it's crazy. It's absolutely mind blowing how this life, right, is alive just because of breastfeeding. It's no like baby food or anything else or formula. None of that. No, just straight up breastfeeding, and it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy because this baby is like measuring like a 7 month old, and she's only 4 months old. And when I look at both of my kids, I think that in the back of my head, like that's my driving force. So I want everything there for them, no matter what the case may be. I want to be able to be there for them. I know I may not look it, but I'm well into my 40s, and I started this
Seriously?
whole
What?
I started this game really late. I started this game really really late. Uh, but I want to be able to like grab a beer with my daughters or something, or go play tennis or something with my daughters before I'm like using a walker to get around.
And
But yeah, man, like my kids, my wife, that's the motivation that keeps me going every single day.
it's amazing, man. Yeah, it just really speaks to me, and I look at you, and I mean, you're an inspiration to me, Bob. Seriously, and obviously, I'm my dad that raised my brother and I, my mom too, obviously, because they're together. But I mean, I just look at you, and it really just emulates, and you shine brightly, and I just really want to be a dad just like you, and be as half as good as you. Seriously, I just see how you take care of your daughters, and it really just makes me want to work even harder, even for my future family. So I just tip my head off to you on that one, man. You're definitely a role model for sure.
Dude, don't make me cry here on like we're like live.
Sorry, my man.
We're live, man. You're gonna get me all choked up and start like waterworks over here.
But yeah,
Um,
guys, I mean, we're just blessed and thankful that you guys support us throughout this journey so far, and we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys. Whether we have one or two viewers or we have a million viewers. It really comes down to just you guys, and being able to do this has been nothing short of a blessing, and we're honored to be in your part of your family and as you are in ours. So guys, yeah, any other questions, comments, thoughts? We're more this, like I said, this is for you guys. We can talk, but we want you guys to thank you, Brock.
Yeah, for sure, man. Like this is really like uncommon weather for 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 Florida. Like it's crazy that the Panhandle got like actual snow, and you're not too far away from the Panhandle. Well, like you're on the more on the East Coast or East side of Florida,
Mm-hmm.
and you got some flurries.
Yeah, we got some flurries this morning. I got excited like I could on Christmas morning. I'm like, oh my gosh!
Dude, there's
Mom,
states
look, mom,
here.
look. Huh?
There are states here that like they wish for a white Christmas and like they hardly ever get it, man.
Seriously. What's
I
up,
remember
Mark? How are you?
the first time that we had moved to Kansas City, and dude, it's like it skipped snow and went straight to ice. It was nuts. I woke up the following morning and like there was a tree in the front yard, and this tree, look, from the ground to the very very tips of the branches just covered in ice, like like it became a treesicle. It was nuts.
A
I've never seen
tricycle,
anything
yeah.
like that. Yes, I've never seen anything like that before in my entire life. Lamont,
Lamont,
what
what's
is
up,
going
buddy?
on? How are you?
A treesicle?
Yeah.
A treesicle,
Oh,
not a
I'm doing good,
tricycle.
man. I'm sorry I'm late, but I had to do a couple of things like go out, teach young men how to young boys how to be men, and I blew this whistle a lot.
Mark,
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
I know you came a little bit late. That's okay. No worries. I'm glad you're here, buddy. Did you have any questions or comments or thoughts for any of us? Like I said, this is open forum. This is for you guys. We want you guys ask us questions or any remarks that you guys want to make. This is all about you guys.
What's been up with you, Lamont? What's going on?
nothing much, man. Just living a day in the life in this freezing weather. Other than that, life is good. So
That's
I
great.
decided to come on this podcast tonight so I can blow this whistle at y'all.
Don't you dare. Here, I can't hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you.
Well, it's been one of those days. Wednesday is one of my longest days, man. What I miss? What I miss?
Oh,
Oh no,
Lamont.
yeah.
So Brock asked a question to us, and we already answered it because we were on time. He 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 asked. There it is.
Choose to win on days you don't feel like being as productive. Well, I'm glad y'all answered that because I fight with that every morning because I don't feel like doing nothing every day. But you know, when the sun comes up, it's time to do something. I mean, the only way I can say to stay productive is go to sleep at night with good things on your mental because you'll wake up in the mood to do something. But if you go to sleep in a bad way, you're gonna wake up the same way you went to sleep. So um, I hope you're sleeping good. And the thing is, I tried this and it works for me a lot. I would meditate usually before I go to sleep, try to get rid of all the bad energy and the run of a day of all the things you hear that might stick to you. And I try to get all rid of all of that. And I meditate a lot, and it's good for me because I try to not put too much emotions in everybody else's problems, which I used to do. I mean, it's okay to be compassionate and show empathy, but you can't take all on that emotion by yourself because once you do that, you leave a little bit less of yourself, and it becomes a bigger problem. It causes you stress, it causes you sleepless nights, and then when you wake up in the morning, you're in the same mood you were in when you went to sleep. So try to ease your mind, clear your mind, and it works for me. Hopefully, it worked for you if you try it.
Yeah, that's a great point, Lamont. I think it's if all of us were able to give ourselves a positive affirmation, whether we say it out loud or say it or write it down, and look at it. And I think the biggest thing make a difference in people's lives is if they go to bed with a smile, wake up with a smile. No matter what is happening in their life. I know it sounds simple, but I mean, it's the simple little things in life that make our days or make our nights 1,000 times better. So going to sleep, I mean, because let's be honest here, whether you're single or whether you have a significant other, whatever the situation is, go to bed happy, smiling, because you're going to sleep a whole lot better. Because if you're thinking about the fight you got in, the argument, whatever, at work or yada, 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 you are not going to sleep. You're going to get even more cranky the next day. So, I like to write stuff out, positive affirmations. I was telling this to Bob earlier, that every morning, the past 5 days, I've been sending out a devotion to people. It's my own creation that I do. Some people love it. Some people are like, why'd you send me this? And so I do it double for them. No, I'm just kidding. But people are like, you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. So, I mean, starting your day off right and making sure your day is at peace at nighttime, I think is going to lead to more success and to better sleep and to more productivity. So, simple little quick tip, guys. Just be very intentional with how you go to sleep and how you wake up, because it people notice it. Even if they don't say anything, they're going to notice it. And I mean, it's the little things people notice in life.
Yeah,
True
that's
indeed.
that's
True
super
indeed.
super true. Recently I've been reaching out, not like quite the campaign that you're doing, Carson, but I've been reaching out to people that I have on my friends list, and it breaks my heart a little bit because I've gotten to know these people over time and what they're facing. They're facing challenges at work or facing challenges, with what we're talking about now is and it's just facing the day. And the most that I can tell them is like, it boils down to, your why and mindset. Like, whatever it is that you're doing to be an entrepreneurial in the entrepreneurial space is got to be tied down, anchored, if you will, to the why, the why. Without that why, you're shooting yourself in the foot because you're setting yourself up for failure. Essentially, it's like going to go pay, money to go see a movie at the movie theater, and you just go to the bathroom and leave. Like, that's what is that? What is that? Do yourself a favor. Don't start anything to be an entrepreneur unless you have a real reason why behind it. And what I mean by real reason why is like it's tied to you. It's a part of you. It's another limb. It's another heart. It's got to be that close. Because if not, you're setting yourself up for failure in the future. That's guaranteed. That's guaranteed.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, oh, sorry, Lamont.
no, no, you good, you good. I was just going to, add on to that is your why has to be that strong. I mean, there's a lot of people say, okay, I want to make money, but that's not really a why. I mean, why do you want to make money? I mean, but you have to, dig a little deeper than that. There's reasons for everything, and there's cause and effect for everything. But you have to have that definitive, okay, I'm doing this because of what? I want to be successful because of what? I want to achieve abundance of financial security because of what? I mean, there's always an underlying reason why. Is okay. Put it like this: why do you go to the bathroom? Because your body says either you're gonna put it in the toilet or you're gonna put it on yourself. But as we know, from young kids, we've known
This is
to
a
okay.
strange analogy.
It's just not a stranger. It's you know what?
Yes, it is.
Look, listen to. This is why I'm a metric specialist.
Oh,
You know, I missed my
And it's
intro.
it's why you're not an analogist.
This all goes back. This all goes back to metrics, okay?
Mm.
And I'm a
oh
tie in the
God.
two right quick, okay? So your body says, okay, you have to go to the bathroom. Now you have a decision to make. Why would you go to the bathroom? Well, you don't have to change clothes after you go to the bathroom. If you don't go to the bathroom, or you're gonna have to change your clothes 50 million times. Now, now let me add on to that. I have to put it in short layman's terms. Everybody don't know the terminology of say, okay, what is why? Why do we pee? Why do we do number two? It's a why. And that's got to be one of the biggest whys of all. Now, why I choose to be an entrepreneur is because
What a segue! What a segue!
yeah.
This isn't the episode for that. This isn't the episode for that.
Hold on. Listen to me closely, my fair people. This is why I do what I do. It's because I have a family to support, and I was one of the ones that grew up and I didn't have a lot. I can't really say I didn't have a lot. I wasn't very grateful for some of the things that I have. Now, if I look back 20 years ago or 30 years ago, I had a whole lot of things I wasn't grateful for. So first thing first, be grateful of what you already have, and then ask yourself, why do I need more? Okay. And to put it even to more perspective is, for me, I have a lot of people riding on this, because I would look at myself as a failure if I don't set my family up for generational wealth. This is what my main being in life is right now, opposed to it was 30 years ago. 30 years ago, I was I just want to make some money. And you know what? I made a lot of money. I made a heck of a lot of money, but it wasn't the reason. It wasn't my main reason to keep it, because the thing was, I made 220,000 in 1 year. Now, why did I want that money? I don't know. I wanted it so I can spend it on everything else. Now, ask me how much of that 220,000 I have right now, 20 years later.
Oh.
Zero. Why? Because I didn't have a why back then. I just was going. I looked at the videos everybody was doing. Had money on my arm and stuff, and I had the latest kicks, the latest clothes, the latest cars, and I was driving foreign, yeah. But none of that stuck with me because I didn't have a definitive why of why I'm supposed to have it. So your why has to be that strong. Your why has to have a purpose too. And if that why doesn't have a purpose, you're not going to keep whatever you get. Period.
Right
Yep.
there. That's a turnaround right there. That's a turnaround. That's
Great,
Grand
great.
opening.
Now you
Grand
tied it
opening,
in.
grand closing.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah, Lamont, you know what? Like when you hit that last point, I was like, "Bing! There it is."
Yep.
And I mean, like people, I hear people say, "Want," and I'm like, "That's great. That's cool. I want a lot of things too." When somebody says, when I ask them, "Okay, why? Why? Why do you want X? Why do you want A? Why do you want all the way to Z?" And they're like, to live a little better life. Okay, what does that look like? What does a better life look like? You have to be able to dig deep. You can't just give a surface level why. You have to give a underground why. Because a surface level, if you fail in the first year or so, your why is not strong enough. You are going to give up, and you're at like the shell. Like you have to break the shell to get into the nitty gritty of things. And when someone asks me, "Carson, what's your why?" I said it's quite simple. It is to give back to my parents and to give forward to my future family, because they have been through my life, my hell, and for I don't know why, besides being my family, they stuck around. After some of the stuff that I said to them, I'm like, how are you still here? All the crap I put them through, I'm like, how the heck are you still here? So my why, guys, for Bob and for Lamont, is family. And I know we all said our families, And I mean, I'm sure you guys watching this right now have doing whatever you do for your families, whether it's your job or whether you're an entrepreneur. You know, whatever it is, your why is just as important. And I want you guys to dig deep. If you are watching this right now or catch us on the replay, like I said before, it's okay to rediscover, to redefine, to reframe your why. Because at the end of the day, guys, if giving up is in your vocabulary or your dictionary, your why isn't strong enough. You have to bite the bullet. You have to want to almost be the talk of the town, being like, that guy, that girl is different. Because if they're talking about you, it's for good reason. Because you're doing something that no one else is going to do. If you want to succeed, don't ask everybody. Because they will do whatever society wants them to do. No fault of their own. But if you want better, you have to do better. You have to constantly redefine your why. Put it on the bathroom mirror. Put it in the kitchen. Put it on your nightstand. Whatever you have to do to have that visual support, that visual motivation to just get it, and nail it in and redefine, grow, enhance your abilities, because that is just going to put you. That's going to put you to the next level and beyond, guys.
That's awesome. Yeah. You know, I want to bring up something that's kind of off topic because we talked about it a few episodes ago. The elevator pitch. And you know what? I know it's been a long time since we had this that episode. I know it's been a long time since we had that episode, but that same night I put on the TV and this show comes on. Guess what it's called? Elevator pitch.
What? That's crazy.
Bro, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy because it's like Shark Tank, but before you can make it into the room to talk to the sharks, they have this whole graphic of you like riding up an elevator. Yes. And you gotta convince them to let you in the room. Oh my gosh. I was like, I don't know why I didn't bring it up to you guys sooner. But that I was like, what are the chances? What are the chances of the show on this? Oh my gosh. Well, look, I don't see anything else happening. Anything else happening in the chats? How about you guys?
I haven't seen anything since I came in. Maybe they ran because I came. I'm not sure.
Oh,
but you know what?
That's not good.
But you know what? I'll blow this whistle and get them all back. I've been blowing it all night, man.
That's cool.
But you know, this goes to show you that I'll let you go first. Well, I don't want to close out. Let me go in the middle because I came late. So you know, you're the closing maestro. Carson's the opening maestro. Well, I can't.
I'm no maestro. I'm just a squirrel trying to find a nut.
See, that's.
And you wonder why we do this together, guys. But yeah, guys, like I said before, we're just so thankful, and so we just love all the support you guys have given us over these 2 seasons thus far, and many more to come, obviously. And we wouldn't be here without you. And I can't stress that enough. And it means a lot that you guys stick with us. Whether you catch the replay, catch us on Spotify, whatever it is, guys, we just admire everything that you guys are doing for us and getting the word out there. Guys, we love the support. And yeah, I mean, that's all for me, guys. We will see you on Saturday with our special guest. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah. Who's coming Saturday? I'm excited.
We got to keep it a mystery, guys. They'll come on Saturday. Don't worry about it.
No, man, we can't keep it a mystery, man. Everything can't be a mystery. You know, I like to see some things coming beforehand. Like, you know, did somebody tell Joe Biden he lost? You know,
I thought we weren't bringing politics into this.
I know he wasn't gonna bring up politics, but somebody had to say it. You know,
you are like the only person in this room that has no right whatsoever to bring it up, Mr. Germania.
Hey, I still sent in a vote. Okay.
Anyway, guys, so
it was an absentee. But yeah, like we said, y'all take care,
Absentee
man. I'm
ballot.
sorry I came late, but I'm a coach in many facets. I'm a coach in real life as well. It just stretches beyond what some of the things that I'm able to do, and some of the things that you're able to do that you might not be able to get out. Try them out and see what happens.
Yeah.
Never limit yourself. Never say you can't do something. So just go out, have a ball. You're going to learn anyway. We fail at a lot of stuff. So go out, have fun, do what's on your mind, and just do it with a purpose and see what happens.
I like that. I like that a lot. That purpose thing, man, that gets me every time.
Hey, on purpose.
Especially when I come across your post on purpose. I love that. See, that's one of those motivational things that I come across every day. That like, okay, I need to get out of bed. I need to go and do my thing. So I appreciate that, Lamont. Guys,
No
thank
problem.
you so much for hanging out with us. Thank you all for like your comments and questions. I really hope that some of it, if any of it, resonated with you. And if not, feel free to reach out to us. We're here on Facebook. Our names are there on the screen. So if anything, we will see you on Saturday. Be sure to use the link for Riverside that gets you in as our audience. And much of the same thing that happened today will happen on Saturday. We'll put your questions up on there for our special guest or for any one of us. Um, yeah, so we'll see you on Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Till next time, keep your hands up.
See you guys. Oh, thank God.
Yep.
It's just-